things unfolded exactly as we predicted it yesterday, and Bitcoin went to the downside. And now the big question is, when will we turn back to the upside? Will we actually turn back to the upside? And how low will we potentially drop from here? Let's go. Guys, thanks for tuning in here again on this Friday. So first we have to talk about something that's happening actually on Sunday, which is a little bit particular because we have never seen this before, at least not from my memory, that Jerome Powell will speak about the monetary policy this Sunday on 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that will, of course, have a massive impact again on the markets. We have also certain people speaking today, but I'm not really concerned about what's going to happen today. And the other really special thing about this is that on Monday is a national holiday, so the markets are closed. So it will be really, really interesting what's going to happen here this Sunday when Jerome Powell will have his speech in the early afternoon. So when we look at the DXY is falling here right now to the downside. The reason for that is the announcement of Trump imposing 50% tariffs on the European Union, and that is right now weakening the dollar. That's why we're going down, while Bitcoin is a little bit recovering from the drop that we saw earlier today. But we should keep things positive here regardless of that. By the end of this week, the highest weekly close ever for Bitcoin at $111,827 approximately, or $984. So that is something that nobody can take away from us, and that is usually also a sign that we will go in the coming weeks way higher than that. Now when we're going into the shorter time frames, I had originally here a trade setup for you guys with the current support and resistance zone up here. There is a possibility that we will turn around one more time, come down here, so you get the chance to enter, and then we go here back to the upside. So because the stochastic RSI is suggesting that we get here at some point a rejection from the EMA ribbon, the RSI is still going up, but the MACD, I don't know, is for now also still looking bullish, but this could be a fake out. You know, the way that the angle looks here of the signal line is telling me that could be a fake out, so I would be careful with that. So set here some limit orders, and yeah, if you're lucky you get filled and can take here that scalp trade. There is a higher time frame trade on the 1 hourly chart. We were forming here a bull flag that we broke down from into the golden ratio, and I also pointed that out yesterday that we have down here. No, sorry, I did not. So I just draw this today. So but down here is a golden ratio, so we hit that. Yeah, completely to the dollar. Bounce from there back to the upside. Now the 0.786 is giving us resistance. Once we're breaking back above that, which I think we are going to do later, then I would still wait for a break close to the prior all-time high to re-enter here into a position and trade into the extended golden ratio at $118,119. When we're going to the MDX algo scalp gradients, then here you see price is now cooling down a little bit. I warned you yesterday here with all these dot plots in the all-time high region that this is now usually a reversal sign, also with the reactor indicator here, 2 dot plots, that this leads to a reversal, that we have to come down close to the weekly open, and that's exactly what we saw here today. So we came all the way down to $107,235, and from there we bounce back to the upside currently, and with a pink reddish candle. So can mean two things. Also with the reactor indicator here slowly turning around, that we get actually another retest, which could be a lower high, and then go a little bit lower in direction of the weekly open, or even below that, and then come back up and continue the upwards trajectory into a new all-time high. Here with the liquidation levels, again, also no surprise that we came down here into the upper high leverage liquidity zone. So we basically tapped that, but longs directly open again positions and pushed back to the upside. So the short setup that I had here was not triggered. So that's what I meant yesterday. I could be too early or too late. So here I was now too late for that short, so I did not enter this. Potentially we are still getting a chance to enter here this same trade setup once again. So when prices coming down, and this is just giving us a lower high and then turning around, coming down, going up again. So if not, and we break here the all-time high, then like I said on the then we have another trade setup to trade this to the upside, but I will hedge that position with this trade setup over here. And if you want to take any of these trades with me together, guys, then go to Blowfen. There's a link in the pinned comment below in the description. You can absolutely for free spin here this wheel and potentially win 1.2 Bitcoins. And there's so much more that you can win. I think there's 100 Solana on it. Of course, you can also get nothing. And the more you trade on Blowfen, the more you can actually win. And potentially tomorrow, or at least over the weekend, I'm gonna prepare what I said I'm gonna prepare. I haven't done it in 5 years. I will tell you what it is on Sunday, but you need a Blowfen account with at least $50 in it, guys. So really, really important that you do that. So use the link in the pinned comment and the description below for that. Now, when we're going to the liquidation heat map, then here you see we came all the way down here into the highest concentrated areas where longs were sitting at $108,657 and all the way down, like I said, at $107,200. So here is still a high concentrated area at $105,700. I still believe that we could reach that after we go here a little bit higher into the $113,000 area. You see now why that is so interesting, because here's again the highest concentrated area of short positions right now that would get liquidated there, and from there to get here turnaround to $105,000 will shake out a lot of people in the market, because this is like a 6% drop to the downside, and yeah, people would not expect that. So but once we are getting there, then I expect that we go way higher past $120,000. Yeah, but first we need to see how things are unfolding here over the weekend, because that could give us the volatility needed to get all the way up here and then all the way down there. When we're looking at the total free market cap, then you can see that we got here a small rejection at $945 billion. We are below $926 billion right now, but here again, I'm not worried. That looks to me just like a small consolidation before we get to break here, because that is a massive resistance zone that we're currently trading below, and once we are attempting to break above that, it will show and most likely go in one big candle to $1 trillion. The Bitcoin dominance was breaking down from this rising wedge pattern here. Now it is coming back into it, but worst case, tomorrow it will start dropping here again to the downside and will give more relief to our altcoin. All my altcoin trades are still happening on Bybit, guys. You get $30,000 in bonuses if you sign up with my link, and also a Bybit card. Don't forget that Bybit card and a $500 free airdrop position. Just go into the description or the pinned comment below. There you're going to find that. So make use of that because you never know when they're going to stop that. The airdrop position will stop on the 1st of June. That's something that I know. So you have only a week to sign up there. So take advantage of that. And then I will also, from next week onwards, most likely start copy trading again and show you also all my trades that are currently running there. With Ethereum, also here we got a rejection at around $2,772. I warned you about this, that this will most likely happen here. So, but it gives you the opportunity to enter the trade now at $2,572. The original trade setup that I had here, the stochastic is about to bottom out on a daily, make the showing signs of a fake out. RSI, I don't put too much weight on the RSI right now because that can easily turn around with the stochastic RSI in the next 2 days, and then we're going to get a pump to $3,000. Solana starts running here already again, is at $181. Yeah, there is no possibility that you would have gotten a chance to catch any of these trades. So this year maybe. So if you would have had here limit orders at $173 and you would have layered them, you would have got filled on this trade setup over there. But otherwise, it would be not too late for a scalp to enter right now to $200 roughly, but you have then also to adjust your stop loss to like $175. So it would be still a 9% trade, would be absolutely fine. But I would be here a little bit careful right now. So, and see how this is going to play out. But you should be in one of these trades anyway. You had more than enough time to get into them, and I definitely see here more upside coming for Solana in the next 48 to 72 hours. I believe we are touching $200 because we are going here really strong. Then Sui had here actually quite a severe drop to the downside in that Bitcoin drop. So I adjusted here the entry level now for that trade setup over here at $3.72. And look at here again at the stochastic flatlining, RSI already turning around, MACD a little bit bearish, but this can change in the next hour when this 4-hourly candle is closing. And I think on a daily, on the daily look, we're also completely flatlining here on the stochastic. So there is a bigger move still coming. That's why I'm still also in my position on SUI and holding that. I reopened a position today on SUI, and I will hold this to, what is this here? I think $4.46. Yeah, $4.46 is my target on that. So if you miss here the entry down there, you have a second chance at $3.96, but you should be able to enter here because that starts to look like a candlestick reversal pattern to me. If we get here in the next 5 hours, the next 4-hourly candle pumping to the upside. Then Injective is another coin that I have currently on my radar because we're forming here an inverse head and shoulders. I just spotted this today. The original trade setup here is completed with 50% profit. I had given this by the end of, by the beginning of this month actually. So yeah, congratulations if you were able to catch that trade and make money off that. Now the next one is here this inverse head and shoulders pattern with the neckline at $14.93 with a target of $24.36. That is a 62% move to the upside. And we see here already early signs on the daily chart with stochastic pointing to the upside with buy signal, MACD turning bullish. Early signs that we are ready to go here into higher levels. Just be a little bit aware of these big sell clusters here, for example, all the way up to $16.88 and also here at $23.34 and also the $20 mark will be a psychological resistance. So take some profits here on the way to that target to the upside and set your stop losses accordingly. Then Doge also just broke out of the falling wedge. I would wait for the entry level here of 24 cents, 0.7, but also here that might pump here really soon. Stochastic completely flatlining, about to print a buy signal on the daily. MACD looking bullish right now. RSI could turn around any moment. So here I think there's a pump definitely coming here in the next coming days, and that is also one of the other positions that I'm going to take here all the way up to 30 cents, 0.5. Then another coin that's close to our entry level is AVI. Once we're breaking above $262, that will definitely become a valid entry, but I will wait at least for a 1-hourly close above that level to be sure that we have broken that. But I see here already a candlestick formation which signals a reversal. The stochastic is going up on the 1-hourly, MACD is losing momentum on the sell side, RSI going to the upside. So that is definitely looking extremely bullish to me. And once we are claiming this level here, and then you have here the whole setup that I had given already yesterday here all the way up to $372. To sum it up, just be a little bit patient here. Bitcoin will do its thing. In best case scenario, just chop a little bit sideways and altcoins start to explode. That would be the best case scenario, or Bitcoin will go back to the upside and altcoins go with it to the upside. That's it for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to smash off the like button, hit the subscribe button, and notification bell. I see you with more money tomorrow.